Nicola Sturgeon's plans for a second independence referendum have already been torn apart by a Supreme Court ruling from last year. The Scottish First Minister announced plans on Tuesday for a second referendum to be held on Scottish independence in October next year, vowing to take legal action to ensure a vote if the British government tried to block it. Ms Sturgeon spoke as the Scottish Government, which is led by her pro-independence Scottish National Party, published a referendum bill outlining plans for the secession vote to take place on October 19, 2023. She also said she would be writing to British Prime Minister Boris Johnson for permission to hold a consultative referendum, but had already set in motion plans to get the legal authority should he try to block her. The issue of independence cannot be suppressed. It must be resolved democratically. And that must be through a process that is above reproach and commands confidence. But, according to Lord Sumption, the First Minister's quest has already been dented by a Supreme Court ruling which showed last October that Ms Sturgeon's government cannot legislate in a way that was intended to bring pressure upon the UK authorities on a reserved matter. The Supreme Court ruled that two bills passed by MSPs were incompatible with the Scotland Act that underpins devolution. Ms Sturgeon has since asked the Supreme Court for a decision on whether her referendum bill published on Tuesday is within Holyrood's powers. He told, "The difficulty is that the Supreme Court decided last October that whether a matter was reserved, that meant not simply that the Scottish Parliament couldn't directly legislate upon it, it also meant that they couldn't legislate in a way that was intended to bring pressure upon the UK authorities on a reserved matter." The top court said once the referral has been made to its president, he would decide whether there were any preliminary matters to be addressed and when the case would be heard. If the court found the Scottish Parliament could not hold an independence referendum without the Prime Minister's consent, Sturgeon said the SNP would instead fight the next UK election on a platform of whether Scotland should be independent. Boris Johnson and his ruling Conservative Party, which is in opposition in Scotland, strongly oppose a referendum, saying the issue was settled in 2014 when Scots voted against independence by 55% to 45%. Mr Johnson has previously refused to issue a Section 30 order which gives authority to the Scottish Parliament to hold a referendum, and said earlier on Tuesday the main priority for Britain was the economic pressures the country faced.